back with the next spotlight. Guys, I want to introduce you to a great friend of mine, another John Tate. The man, the myth, the legend. His name is in the rafters. He truly a legend. Truly a legend. John, man, hey, welcome back to the Rich Room. You're a Rich Room veteran,
man. I feel like home when I'm here. I feel like home. I don't miss a step when I get here, man. Thank you for having me.
Man, thank you. So I want to tell everybody what you do. I know what you do. Please let them know. And this is at a very huge level, guy. Jay, please tell them.
So I run. I do a couple things, right? I run the Western PA Bruins. Mm-hmm. We are a nationally recognized girls travel AAU basketball program. Mm-hmm. I've been blessed enough to coach 2 WNBA lottery picks. I wouldn't even know where to count the number of Division I players we've had come through our program. But I've been fortunate with that, man. It's been a blessing. I love the game, right? And so being able to pay back in some form or fashion has been, really a blessing to me. On top of that, over the last 6 or 7 years, I've gotten into event promotion. So I do a 400, almost 500 team tournament here every April.
I was there.
Yeah,
I was there. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
60 basketball courts.
Yeah, at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center.
60 courts.
And we just got a report from Visit Pittsburgh. Actually, I just got it Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Our economic impact to the region was just under $7 million.
Wow.
This year, right? In hotels, parking spend, how they have a calculator, they figure all that stuff out. So, I'm Pittsburgh born and raised, man. I don't live here anymore, but this will always be home for me.
Right.
So be able to impact positively the community for a place I call home and love dearly, it means a lot. And then I also do events in Indianapolis, Atlanta.
We do events together.
Yep, I'm a believer in working with people who I enjoy working with.
Yeah, 100%.
And you and I do some things, and I do some things on the basketball side with people that I'm close to, and it's funny, man. I laugh because I'll be 55, Lord willing, in October, and I remember sitting down with my wife 5 or 6 years ago and saying, I'm doing this basketball stuff and it's doing okay, and I'm only doing it kind of part-time, babe. What happens if how would you feel if I just went full-time? And I was President's Club at American Express 5 or 6 years. We're doing it. We got a real good life, and I just knew if I dedicated 100% to this, we could go to an even bigger level.
Gave it all.
And to her credit, she was like, "Nigga, go ahead." You know what I mean?
Go do it.
Go ahead. If you want to do it now. But I was smart. I knew she was going to call my mom. So I called my mom first. And
you preempted that.
I preempted that. And so they had a talk, and she thought about it for a couple of days. She said, go ahead and do it. It's been, a blessing for us, for me in particular, doing so. I haven't worked a day in 6 or 7 years. I wake up every day and get to do what I love and work with people who I enjoy working with.
Yeah, that's strong.
I don't think people, you take that into consideration when you pick a career. Mm-hmm. I get to work with people who I would just have a drink. I'd have a drink and cigar with you.
Yeah.
And you and I work together on occasion. So that's and my same thing with my basketball people, Paul Zeiss, Spencer Stefko, Robert Cash, Scott Johnson from West Virginia, my guy Alfred Moten from Atlanta. These are the guys who I work with day to day, and they're also really good friends of mine.
Yeah, guys you smoke with.
So I'm blessed in that aspect for sure.
Yeah, that's true. So tell me about taking that step. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer in order to be successful in anything, you have to give everything. Well, what's your thought on that?
I'm confident, probably to a fault. I believe in some me.
Hey, I'm sexy.
What I mean? Right. I'm sexier than you. So
and exactly, right. I knew that.
It's across the beard, right? So I know your journey. I know your walk.
Exactly.
And so I'm a believer in me, man. And I'll be honest with you. As a young man, that belief in myself probably cost me.
Really?
Because I probably wasn't prepared for the, and I know I wasn't prepared for the responsibility that comes
with it. It's heavy.
With betting on yourself.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Right. You have to get to a point where you can handle the no's and the losses.
Yeah, the obstacles.
I just did
adversities.
I did an event in D.C. for the first time this past Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Took a loss.
Really?
Right. But it's the long hustle.
Yeah.
Right? 5 years ago, I take a loss. I got to get the ski mask and something else out.
Somebody, you want to get it back.
I can't take that loss. Somebody else got to take that loss. I got to at least be even. You understand what I'm saying? So took that loss this year with an understanding next year and the year after, I'm positioning myself.
Planting the seeds.
Right. But that's a 54-year-old man.
Right.
Versus a 35-year-old or a 30-year-old man that, look, I got to get mine.
Yeah, trying to eat.
Right. I got a family to feed. I got a wife who likes nice things. Mm-hmm. I like nice things. And there's that pressure to always, make sure we provide. You walk down an aisle, man, you say I do. It's I got to provide. And I never,
that's serious.
I've never wanted her or my family to go without because of decisions I've made.
Yeah.
So I will before they will.
Right.
And so if I'm short, I got to go make it up. And it's funny, man, we my wife, man, we go back and forth about all the time. Like the more successful I become, I put more pressure on myself, and I do that by buying stuff. Yeah. I want bills.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, major purchase.
Right. I got to make big purchases.
Big purchases,
man, because I need to wake up in the morning and say, I got to go get this money for this stuff I bought yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's worked.
Well,
I'm not.
You're not alone.
Right, I know I'm not. That's why my wife don't let me spend a whole bunch of time with you.
I understand why.
She wants to limit my contact with me. Right, because she understands you and I have a similar line of things.
Yeah.
But this is what it is. It's not for everybody. I don't encourage people who watch this. I'm not encouraging anybody to go out and frivolously spend.
Right.
I'm not encouraging you to go out and make crazy purchases.
Exactly.
That's
your life.
That's my struggle in my life. And
Don't be me.
I'm working my way through it. Like
learn from me.
Right. I can't go past Tracy Foster's dealership without pulling in the drive. Without pulling in.
As you shouldn't. As you shouldn't. Who would?
Right. Who would?
I guess somebody would, but I don't know why.
That's my thing. It's worked for me, and I'm blessed, man. There's I saw something on the internet about 2 or 3 months ago, man, that really encompasses my life that is uncommon favor.
Right.
Like
uncommon favor.
Uncommon. Like I'm blessed, and we all are, right? You woke up this morning, you're blessed. But then there's somebody like me that gets uncommon favor.
Right.
And I can't figure it out.
You can't figure it
out.
I'm lucky.
Right.
I'm lucky.
Right.
I'm just
why the favor comes to me in uncommon amounts and uncommon times.
Uncommon favor. I like that.
I've learned to quit asking and just roll it and
roll
understand
with it.
I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah. And go head into it. Head first into it.
Head first. And our boy said something to me. Our boy Chuck Sanders, who I'll never forget, man. We was in Vegas one time, and we was talking about something. He looked at me. He said, "John Tate, don't cry at my funeral."
Don't cry. Did he?
He said, "I've lived 5 or 6 lives.
Wow.
And you cry at my funeral," and that echoed in my head, and I feel like I'm on that same path.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't cry for me.
When it's my time, y'all celebrate, man, because I've had a unbelievable life,
man,
and I'm fortunate for that.
I'm on run number 4.
Yes, at least.
I'm on run at least run number 4.
At least you are.
At least run number 4. Insane, man.
It's crazy.
It's insane. And I got to throw a shout out to Chuck. Chuck, I had to try to get him here today. He's going to be on upcoming episodes, so you guys see him. Craziest motherfucker I know. Craziest dude I know. And I owe him everything. You know what I mean? So
a lot of people do.
Yeah, a lot of people do, man.
Yes.
A lot of people do.
Yes.
Yeah, come on, man. Because so when I think about you, man, I think of not only class, but I think of, like you pointed to it, very similar to me, man. Not from you may say these guys got big egos, but it's because we're driven by what we're doing and providing for our family and caring people. Even if it's, so for me, with all the companies that I own, I got to make sure that everybody eats before me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I eat last. And when knowing that, but when I eat, I want a big ass plate.
Right.
I want a big ass plate.
There's nothing wrong with, there's nothing wrong with being a little bit selfish.
You gotta be selfish, man.
You have to love yourself the most.
Yeah.
I love a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, there's a lot of people I love. You one of them.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't love nobody more than I love me some meat.
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 I know what I've been. I know my journey intimately.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here at 54 years old by no accident.
Or happenstance.
On happenstance.
Yeah.
I didn't hit no lotto.
Mm-hmm.
I worked, and I don't apologize to nobody for that. I put the time in. I'm the one who wakes up in the middle of the night, 2:30 in the morning, because some idea that hit me, me out of my sleep, and I gotta write a note, and I text you.
Yep.
We're gonna talk about this tomorrow morning, and but you know what I mean. So I put that time in, and so I don't apologize for it. And my reward for that is I get to live
the life
that I want to live.
That 100%.
Yes.
And I want to thank you because, again, you are one of my business collaborators. Like you said, one of the guys at 1 o'clock in the morning, you get a text, dude, I want to think about this. What you think? Let's talk about it tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that keeps me going.
Right.
Because, so I had Tracy TF on the line, Tracy Foster. I had him here.
Not a good dude.
Not a good dude.
It needs to be said.
Needs to be said. I disagree, man. I disagree. I think he's a good dude. But one thing that drives him is the deal.
Yes.
It's the deal.
Yes.
Fuck money.
Yes.
It's not about the money.
Right.
It's about the deal. It's about being motivated, having the next deal, and the next deal, and the next deal, and the next deal. Because I don't plan to retire.
So, Jay, I spent 25 years corporate America, American Express.
Mm-hmm.
Major account sales. And for me, it was never about the money.
Right.
You enjoyed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. But it was about, I'm sitting across from a CEO, CFO of a Fortune 500 company. Can I get him to do what I want him to do?
Right. Yeah.
There's a power in a kid that grew up in Penn Hills.
Yeah.
Sitting across from the CEO of UPMC,
man,
or Highmark, man, or whoever, and me.
Who'd have thought that?
Right, and you're going to do what I want you to do.
Right. Who'd have thought that?
And you don't even know that.
Right.
And that probably drove me. You know what I mean, more than the money.
Yep.
And even now, it's can I maneuver? I got 500 teams that come to Pittsburgh in April. Can I maneuver that? Can I get the mayor to come walk through?
Right.
Can I get
that's leverage?
People? Right.
Leverage.
Those are the things that it's the money's always going to be there, but it's the minutia of the deal,
mm-hmm.
the details of the deal all coming together. And when I sit back on a Sunday night when it's over, and I say, I love it when the plan comes together.
I love it when the plan comes together. Hannibal, man,
right,
I love
it.
And
when the plan comes together, that's the thing that makes me proud. Because let me tell you something, a lot of people can't do that.
They can't. They're not built for that.
They're not built for the uncertainty of it.
Yeah.
I don't knock anybody with a 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. Never. You got to go.
Not at all.
But that comfort level isn't for me anymore.
Right.
It just isn't. And listen, it was for me for a long time. Then I got to a point where I felt like I was more talented and capable of the people that I worked for, and so the option became I got to go do my own thing,
right.
and that's where we got to.
That's real. Yeah. That's real. Well, Tate, man, listen, I've said this 1,000,000 times, 100,000,000 times, a couple million times, man. You're a veteran. Listen, I want to officially welcome you to the Rich Room, man.
Appreciate you, my brother.
My man.
My guy.
Listen, John Tate, y'all heard it. This is an incredible story. This is a guy, self-made. He made the decision. He made the decision after 20 years in corporate. You know what? It's about me. I need to take this back. And that's a lesson, man. That's a powerful message for everybody to listen to. So you got it, guys. You got him. I normally say, check us out on Twitter, Shitter, Bitter.
My Twitter ain't for everybody.
Yeah. We do not check him out on Twitter. But you got it. You got his information below. You got mine below. We look forward to you. Hey, we the Johns, man. We the Johns. Hey, check us out.
Big John, Little John.
Big John, Little John. Big John, Little John.